Yeah, yeah. Just assume that you are in a real-time interview. Okay.
Okay.
So no need to think that we are discussing here. Okay. Just assume that you just visualize yourself that you are attending the real interview. So in that mood, whatever the question is there, in that way you can answer. Okay.
Okay.
So whatever you are answering here, same only you are going to answer in the real-time interview also. Okay. So that prepare yourself like that, and you can answer whatever the question we are going to asking here. Okay. So fine. So first of all, yeah, let's start our interview, mock interview. Just assume that, okay. Please explain yourself and your project, whatever your day-to-day activities as of now. So what is your current company you're working now, and tell about yourself. Explain about yourself. Yeah.
My name is Krishna. I am from Telangana.
Yeah.
I have total 4.2 years of experience into Informatica developer, ETL developer. Currently, I'm working in TCS as a Informatica developer from 2019 to till. And my current project is a Penn Mutual Life Insurance. My current project is Penn Mutual Data Warehouse. My current client is Penn Mutual Life Insurance Company, which is located in US, which is it provides a financial support to the policy holders. Okay. It is located in US. While coming to the project in data integration system, moving the integrating system to the central insurance data. So in this current project, we will get the source in the form of tables and flat files. We have to load these tables and flat files to staging area using incremental load. Then we move to dimension area using SCD type 1 or type 2 using according to the business requirement. Using then we have to load to fact table. Coming to the roles and responsibilities, I have very good experience in creating the mappings using various transformation, using like expression transformation, filter transformation, router transformations, and the lookup transformations, joiner transformations, and union and normalizer transformations. And I have very good experience in tuning the Informatica performance tuning. I have very good experience in creating the reusable maplet and transformations in maplet designer. I have very good experience in connected and unconnected lookup. I am very good experience in loading the data to the staging area using incremental load. I am very good experience in using the mapping variables and mapping parameters. And I have very good experience in SCD type 1 and type 2, type 3. And I have very good experience in deploying the Informatica code to the dev environment to staging environment. I am a very good experience in involving the requirement gathering. Okay. That's all.
Okay, what is your client you said?
Penn Mutual Life Insurance Company.
Life insurance. Okay. So this is what your project. Fine. So okay. We'll go for some questions now. Okay. So how do you want to rate yourself out of 10 in Informatica?
Out of 10 in Informatica, 8.
8.
Mostly I know all the transformations except on transform.
Yeah, that's great. Okay. So we'll go for some questions. What is the meaning of lookup transformation? Why it is called so? Why it is called as lookup transformation? What is lookup transformation? Can you explain?
Lookup transformation to look up on source or target to get the related values to the target based on the lookup joining condition. We are going to check whether the condition is lookup, whether the value is record is existing or not. We have to see into the table in the target, which is mainly used in SCD types. We are going to identify whether the value is in a particular record is exist or not. Based on that, we are going to create a new record and we are going to insert the record. If the condition is not satisfying, it will return null values to the target. Lookup is a by default passive transformation.
Okay.
And we can restrict the size of the lookup cache. We have the properties like lookup SQL override, and we have lookup source filter.
Okay.
And the ports of the lookup transformation: input port, output port, and lookup port, return port. Return port mainly for unconnected lookup. In lookup, we have different types of caches: data cache, index cache, shared cache, persistent cache, dynamic cache, static cache.
That's great. Okay. So basically, when we do the join, right?
Yes.
So which type of join will be done in the lookup transmission, whether it is
left outer join.
Left outer join. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
And
fine.
in lookup, all operators will support equal, less than equal, not equal. You know, while coming to the join, that only
if I want to convert it as a inner join, what can I do for that?
In lookup transformation?
Yeah, basically it is a left outer join, right?
Yes, yes.
If I want to make it as inner join, what do you do for that?
We have to write a SQL query.
What SQL query?
Select the ports from table A and comma table B. From we will give the table names.
Without using SQL query, what can we do in the transformation level, in the Informatica level? Okay, fine. Yeah, okay. So lookup part, you're okay. That's okay. Fine. Okay, let us. How many input parameters can be present in a unconnected lookup?
Input parameters.
Yeah.
Input parameters means the ports.
Yeah, input parameters. Yeah, correct. Ports only.
We will use return port to return the value from the unconnected lookup. We are calling this from expression transformation. We have lookup functions: colon lookup, dot lookup, and we call the input ports. We can call. We can pass multiple lookup column ports. But while in unconnected lookup, return one value to the target. It can also return multiple values by concatenating all the ports and make it as a return port. That is also possible in unconnected lookup.
Okay.
In unconnected lookup, we can call different sources different times. We can call the unconnected lookup. That is not possible in the connected lookup.
Fine. Okay. Okay. So this is what. Okay. Yeah. You told something about performance tuning you have done, right?
Yes.
What type of method you are using for performance tuning?
In the session level, we have to identify the performance where the issue happening. By using the session log, we can identify by using threads. If the busy percentage of the thread property is greater than 100, there is a performance issue in that. If there is a source performance means it will slowly reading the data from the target. The other threads they need to wait for the this input. So there is a source bottleneck. To identify the source bottleneck, after the source qualifier, we can place the filter transformation, giving a property value as false. It will not pass any records. And then we have to identify the session runtime. So by using, if it is take more, near equal time before this one, there is a bottleneck. There is a issue in the source level. We can improve the source bottleneck performance by using the by optimizing the hints, and we can create the index ports on the columns which are involved in the where condition and the joining conditions, and you can improve the source performance by using network by increasing the network packet size, and we have to identify whether the while joining the sources in the source qualifier, identify whether the we are written insufficient query or in source qualifier or filter condition. We have to identify. By using this one, we can improve the performance. We can identify the target performance by replacing the target table, relational table with flat file. Then we have to do the mapping. We will see, observe the time there is any variation. Maybe there is a performance issue in the target level. We can go for to improve the performance of a target. We can go for bulk mode. While using the bulk mode, we need to drop the index and recreate the index.
Okay.
And we can
any other important methods you're using, like for performance tuning?
For now, we go for push down optimization and partitioning.
Partition,
the target level. Different types of push down optimization means we need to convert the entire mapping logic into SQL statement. We need to push into the source database or target database.
Okay, while using the partitioning, which kind of partition you're using?
Partitioning, we can use pass-through partitioning, and we can create a multiple threads over there. We will distribute the records to the equally by using in the post. We can create the threads for pre-SQL, post-SQL. We can give the mod value based on that. It will divide the number of records, and we can use key range partitioning. We can specify the value from 1 to 5 or 5 to 6, 5 to 10, like that. We can improve the performance. And round robin, we have equally distributing the records. We have hash key, hash user, different partitions are available.
Yeah, that's okay. Fine.
Improve the performance. Some mapping level performances we have to give while sending the data to the aggregator transformation. You have to sort the data before sending aggregator, and in the aggregator transformation, make checkboxes and check the sorted input option, and you can improve the performance while using joiner also. We can send the sorted data and take less records as source as master record, master table.
Yeah, okay. We'll go for the next question. Yeah, I understand that you have gone through some performance tuning activities. Okay, fine. So we'll go for some other question, like difference between like parameters and variables. Can you explain?
Parameters means we cannot change the value during the session run, because throughout the session it will same. Mapping variable means it will change during the session. We are changing the value based on the set max variable. We are giving parameter variable and transaction date, like that. We will change during the session run.
Okay.
It will go and save in the repository.
Have you done any variable? Which type of variable? We have different variables, right? Have you done any activities with variables? Like we have different type of variables. Yeah. Can you explain about that?
A set max variable. We have to set the maximum value to the mapping variable during the session run. That one set max count. Set max variable.
Set max variable. Which column probably use for
transaction date? Use that one.
Fine.
Transaction date.
Dates and all you're using. Fine. Okay. Yeah. Types of variables is okay. Then. Okay. What do you know the meaning of? Have you done anything with complex mapping?
Complex mapping, we have implemented in our project complex mapping. It contains single workflow consolidated all the sessions for source, staging and map, staging and dimension fact, all the sessions we have. All the source to stage mappings are implemented using incremental load, and all the stage to dimension mappings are implemented using SCD type bound. We have scheduled this automated scheduling using some automation scheduling techniques, and we give some session parameter values and given parameterized connections. It will run daily to load the data from stage to target and dimension. From dimension to fact table, we have done that one.
Okay.
That one is a complex mapping.
So this is what you're facing. So I couldn't understand what is the complex in that. What is the complex scenario in that? Just can you tell only about that complex scenario? While you're saying that it is a complex mapping, right? What is the challenge you faced and how you resolved? In that perspective, I'm expecting something.
We have to load the dimension tables first, and after that we have to load fact tables.
So what is the problem you're facing? What is the challenge you're facing? Why you're doing that? In that perspective, I'm asking. Why it is called as
while giving the parameterized connections, we are missing some parameters and some undefined data type conversions while making parameterized connections.
So that you faced as a problem and you resolved that in this way.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, fine. So can you explain about what is surrogate key?
Surrogate key is we have to generate like a unique number, which is generated using sequence generator transformation, which is mainly used in SCD types, and it is a replacement of primary key. We can generate a numeric values to the target values, target to target.
Okay, so in that way, like, what is the purpose of surrogate key? Why primary key and surrogate key? That way, can you elaborate more about what is primary key and surrogate key? What is the
primary key? Primary key, it will not allow null value, and it will allow only unique values.
Surrogate key?
Doing
surrogate key,
it will we are giving numeric value.
Surrogate key will allow duplicate or not?
It will not allow. We have to set some properties we have in a sequence generator transformation. We have to generate unique value in the target value. While using SCD type 2, we have to maintain the historical data. If we need to enter into the this one primary key again, so for updating, and that's why we are using surrogate key.
You're using So instead of that, we can use primary key also. No, what is the advantage in surrogate key? In that perspective, I'm asking. Can you explain that way? I have the primary key, but instead of primary key, I am going for a surrogate key. So what is the purpose of surrogate key? We have already primary key. In that perspective, can you explain?
We can use also primary key, but we have to create the values in the target level 1, 2, 3 incremental manner.
Yeah,
we are using that's why.
Yeah,
we have to generate the values in the target.
Yeah, okay, fine. So we will have one question again in Informatica. Next, we will go for SQL. Okay. So can you explain what is target load order?
Target load order means in the mapping we have multiple sequences of sources and multiple sources and multiple targets, multiple mappings. We have to decide which one we have to load first using target loader. We can give the instruction to the integration service to load. Based on that, it will load target.
Yeah. So we can choose the particular target you're telling, right?
We have to load first.
Yeah. After you selected in the session level, we have to do something. Can you aware of that? Are you aware of that for using the target load order?
Session level or treat target load order in the session level, not there.
The mapping level, you are doing something like target load order, which target I want to go first and
Load
second.
first.
Yeah, correct. So
Yes,
after that, after in the session level, we have something to do, right? Are you aware of that?
No.
Yeah, fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, fine. We will go for SQL questions now. Okay. So out of what is the rating in SQL?
SQL out of 5, 4, I think.
Okay, fine. So in SQL, we will start from the basic only. Okay. So can you explain what is constraints?
Okay. Constraints means we are applying the rules to the columns, and we are, while before entering to the values, inserting the values into the table, we have primary key constraint and foreign key constraint, not null constraints, check constraints. We have different types of constraints. Primary key constraint, it will not allow duplicate values and not null values also. And unique constraints, it will allow duplicates but not allow null values, duplicate values. Check constraints based on the column condition, they are going to insert the data like age greater than 18, like that. While coming to the foreign key constraint, to define the relationship between the two tables, primary key and foreign key table, master table and detail table, you can use that one.
Yeah, I will go for another question. How will you delete duplicate rows in a table? Duplicate, how many methods can you able to tell? Duplicate removal.
Duplicate removal. First of all, I will tell you how to retrieve the duplicate records.
Yeah.
We can retrieve the duplicate records by using select a star from table name and row ID not equal to row ID. We are giving table name to alias A, and where row ID not equal to, we have to write a other subquery select max row ID from table name B, where A dot agent name equal to B dot agent name. That will give duplicate records. How many duplicate records will be present in the table?
Okay.
And delete. We have to apply delete.
So you told the two methods right now, or only one method?
One method.
Okay. Any other method can you explain about duplicate removal? Because in real time we have multiple methods, right? Some 4 or 5 methods minimum it is there, right?
While using aggregator count, we have to use aggregator function count of that count star as an aggregator function. We have to mention all the column ports which are involved in the select query. We can use that one. You can get the multiple duplicate records. Count greater than 1.
Just a moment. Yeah. Sorry. So the next question is like, if I want to load even and odd numbers. So what is your approach on that?
Even record, odd record.
Yeah.
Okay, we have to write a select statement, select star from, and within that we have to write a subquery, select and a dot star, all the codes, columns, comma, row number we have to given and take alias or row like that from table name. We have to take a mod function in where condition, where mod is mod in that function we have to give or comma 2 equal to 2 equal to comma 2 by equal to 0, it is a even record. If it is mod function equal to 1, that one is odd record.
Okay. So this is how we are going to do. Okay. Can you explain what is views and materialized views? Can you explain about views? Have you used in real time views and all?
Yes.
Okay. So what is views and material views?
View is a virtual table. It store the query definition only. Whatever the result we are getting from the view, it is getting from the base table. Whenever we are making any changes in the base table, it will automatically reflect to the views. And while coming to the materialized views, we have to, it is a physical table which store the pre-computed result of the query on base table. And it requires memory, and whatever the changes which are done in the base table, that will not reflect into the materialized views. In order to reflect the changes, we have to refresh the materialized views using db execute command, execute or dbms hyphen mview dot refresh. Within the quotes, we have to give the materialized view name. And coming to the views, it provides a security data hiding purpose. We have to use to while coming to the materialized views, we have to improve the performance using materialized view. We can improve the performance.
Okay.
And
okay, fine. So fine. Yeah. We'll come to the part of Unix command. So how will you open a directory? How will you open a file in Unix?
okay. To open the directory, we have to use a cd command, change directory, give the name. You can go to the inside our directory, and if you want to see the file using cat command, cat and the name of the file with the extension, we can view the content of the file using cat command.
Yeah, it is our coming to the time. Okay, fine. So any other questions from your side? This is what
My side,
you want to know.
if you don't mind,
Yeah.
okay. This one lookup transformation is act like a left outer join. How can you make as an inner join? That one I don't know. Can you tell how can?
Yeah, you can use a starter for that. You want to remove the duplicate, that's all.
I'm not asking this one here in lookup transformation. It is a left outer join. Now to make inner join, how can you do that one?
Just a moment. No, I'll call in 2 minutes. Just I'm in another meeting. So Yeah. Sorry, I got another call. Yeah, what is the question you asked? Can you come again? What is that?
In the lookup, by default, it is a left outer join. How can we make that a
No,
inner join?
that you want to remove the duplicate. Then if the duplicate is not there, it will become inner join. Correct. For that, you can use a filter. Correct.
How? I don't know. That's why I'm asking
No.
that.
You
Okay.
just after the lookup, you use a filter, and from the lookup, you give to the connect target, and
We need
not is
to
null.
delete the.
No.
Okay, okay.
You
We need to
particular. Yeah. You connect it to the filter,
remove the
and
null values.
yeah. That null value not is null.
Okay.
That's all. You give the condition.
Okay. I think we have to write any other query.
No,
for that.
nothing. You just go
Okay.
to the filter, put a filter transmission, and you mention in the condition that not is null.
Okay. Okay.
Null should not be allowed.
Okay.
Is null
Then
means
it will
not is null you put. Okay. Then it will
Okay.
not allow the duplicate. Then it will become inner join. Correct.
Oh, yes.
In the left side, if there is a duplicate, it is keep on giving a blank. Then that is
Yes,
called the
yes.
filled left outer. So if I am avoiding that, it will become a normal inner join. Correct.
Okay.
That's all. Okay. So yeah, how you feel about yourself now after completing this? You assume that interview is completed now. Okay. Then yeah, we'll come to our platform. Okay. So
Okay.
how you feel? How you answered? How you feel now?
It is better before going to real interview
You will
because
be
we
like
need to experience.
you will be like cracking the interview. This one or almost how many percent you want to
We,
give out of 100?
I don't know. You have to
No, I can say that's okay. You must also have that confidence. That's why I'm asking you.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
Mostly I go
Yeah,
through
you have
all
done
those.
actually good only, not bad. Okay. So you can try to make it up as possible. There is no limit for that. Okay. So we cannot
Okay.
expect the same question will be there or different kind of just go through
No.
multiple questions and multiple scenarios. Okay.
Yes, yes.
So otherwise your the way of telling your confidence and level and all, it's okay. It's enough. It's enough to crack the interview. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So all the best. We'll stop. Well, thank
Thank,
you. Thank you.
thank
Bye.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.